Any win on the Bassmaster Elite Series is big and can take an angler's career to new heights. It takes grit, skill, and a winning focus that few possess. To go to the next level, though, to win the Bassmaster Angler of the Year title, well, it takes a season-long level of excellence. You can't slip. You have to beat the best in the business, and you have to swing for the fences. That's exactly what we saw in 2022 in our Angler of the Year title race. An epic performance that will go down in Bassmaster history, and we'll watch it all unfold today. This is the 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series Review Show. Hey, welcome to the Bassmaster Studio, sponsored by Marathon. Tommy Sanders, Ronnie Moore here, and we are just counting the moments, counting the days till the 2023 season for the Bassmasters. And what we're doing, of course, right here is looking forward by looking back, reliving some of the great moments and some of our favorite catches from the year of 2022. And at this part of the season, the part we've reached now, Ronnie, we're at the last event of the year, and it's so important for so many reasons, so many things on the line. Classic qualifications, another blue trophy, another championship, that's very important. Also super important, Progressive Angler of the Year.
Yeah, whether you're fighting for Angler of the Year, the last spots of the Classic, and you're trying to solidify yourself into the Super Bowl of bass fishing, or you're trying to win a blue trophy, like you said, all those points, all those pounds get kind of pressure cookered into this final event. Even though the first event of the season matters just as much, this last event has a lot of pressure on it, and that was the case exactly for Angler of the Year as well. Brandon Palaniuk, a stalwart, somebody who's already won Angler of the Year, trying to do something only 11 other anglers have ever done, and that's win multiple Angler of the Year titles. But he had some hard-charging anglers who performed very well at La Crosse in this event. And the Mississippi River is very interesting. The weights are always very tight. If you slip a little, it's hard to make up that deficit. If you get above average bags early in the event, you can kind of coast to the finish line there. And the weights were tight, and the action was dramatic.
Get in here, boy.
17 pounds, 10 ounces, double guns loaded, bang, bang. Bryan Schmitt leads the guaranteed rate Bassmaster Elite at the Mississippi River.
Dude, I think they're gonna munch big time. I don't know if they're gonna munch for me, but as long as you have somewhere where the wind's not gonna destroy you, keeper number one, little small jaws, or the mud, the influx of dirty water is gonna destroy you, they're gonna bite. I mean, grass fish love, you know, rainy, nasty days. Keeper number two. Number three, Captain. Remember, black. Get in here.
Oh yeah.
Get in here. I'll take you too. Boosa got him. Switch to this hook for drop shot, and it's a 957 from Hayabusa.
Dude.
Mwah. 5. We got 5, baby. Didn't take too long. This hook right here, buddy, I'll tell you right now, it gets them. This worm, this is the new Missile Baits Magic Worm. It's a bad boy. So all I threw at Pickwick when I did good, but anyway, I started to lose a few fish with the hook I was using, drop shot, and you know, largemouth style. I know I'm catching smallmouth, but largemouth style drop shot. And I switched to this hook, dude. Even when they catch you off guard, you got their butt. He'll definitely help, I think. Get in here, boy. Decent little fish right there. Yes. We're gonna do everything in our power to try to not lose one. Get in here. Get in here, big girl. Yes. I love this river, baby. Love it. Woo! It's not even hitting the bottom now, dude. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Thought he was bigger than that. Well, he did help. Other than this morning has been a grind, you know. This morning set up about how I thought it would go, minus, you know, maybe one big largemouth on that smallmouth spot. And we just been grinding since. I mean, we haven't really, I'm not gonna say we've lost anything. We haven't had a lot of opportunities on big fish. And yesterday afternoon late, I did some work right here. And we just pulled up, caught a little one, caught one that helped. And I'm pretty sure I missed a dang on good one. There he is. Please be a bass. Big one. And a couple ounces, you know. Whew. That's 3 quick bites. There's big fish right here. I don't know why. There's one little piece of grass that sticks out a little bit further.
He is your day one leader, a former Elite Series champion from Maryland, Bryan Schmitt. Had the VMC Monster Bag of the Day yesterday, 17 pounds, 10 ounces. Backing it up here on day number 2 with 14 pounds, 3 ounces.
Second place down by an ounce.
Feel good, we're in position. Today's the day. Somebody can distance themselves today, you know, catch a 16, 15, 16 pound bag, one of us that are way up high, you could separate yourself today. Or you could just keep on pace and then tomorrow's your day. But it's a big day, you know, we've had a lot of rain, there's gonna be some mud moving around. Doesn't look like the water's come up much, but we're in position. I think pretty much almost the top 10 is all within where I'm fishing. There's big ones there. We're doing what we like to do, we just gotta make it happen.
Everybody, give me something. Let's do this.
Bryan Schmitt is an angler who knows how to win at the top level, and he's showing it again at the Mississippi River here in 2022. He's already taken an elite win, an opens win, and an opens angler of the year title in just the last few years. Can he add to that already heavy haul? Stick with us after the break. We'll be right back.
Let's go.
Welcome back to the 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series review show, where Bryan Schmitt is on the hunt for his second Elite Series win at the Mississippi River up in La Crosse, Wisconsin. It's a playing field that can test the skills and patience of even the best anglers in the world, but Bryan Schmitt has dialed in a pattern that has him on the path to victory. Let's watch.
This little sector right here has got slime, but once you get down a little bit, the grass is clean. And that's a keeper. That's a keeper. Pound and a half. Pound 5. Seriously. Too even. We're in position, man. Anytime you could go in the final day in position, you know, we got a chance to win this thing. We're going to do everything in our power to win it. We're going to focus into an area that I caught all this weight today in pretty quick order, you know, and hopefully expand on it. You know, but the biggest thing is, man, we dug ourselves out of a hole. I think this punched my ticket to the Classic. I was in bad shape going into Wahi, so the pressure's off, man. Now, tomorrow, we're just going to swing for the fence. This river's changing right now. So the one thing about this river, it never stays the same. It's where they're going. Hopefully today we're gonna find out where they're going. There's somewhere fresh right now that there's a big bag.
He is 5 ounces short of the overall lead with 46 pounds, 9 ounces. Bryan Schmitt moves into second place currently.
You know, today's all about trying to win this event. Got a lot of friends in this top 10. You know, I wish everybody a good day, but we're really, really going to try to put the hammer down and focus in on big fish today. Oh, wow. Get your big butt in here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Get your big butt in here. That'll work. It's a nice one. They got a little spot right there. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's a big fish. Whatever. I don't know if it's a smallmouth or a largemouth. It's a big one, dude. It's a big largie. God, they're blowing up, dude. Get in here, boy. Yes. We're not leaving, dude. It's a chunk right there, bro. 3 even. That's a nice one. It's a nice one. I think that's 5. He's a nice one. He's a nice one. It's a nice fish. The way, you know, the kind of weight we need, we can't afford to have. I mean, it's a nice one, but
Is that a fish?
oh yeah. Big largie. Big largie. They're here. There's some nice ones here. Really nice fish.
Bryan Schmitt is putting on a big show at the 2022 Bassmaster Elite at the Mississippi River, and he's looking to close the door on a second career Elite Series win. We saw him do that last season on Lake Champlain to claim his first Elite victory, and can he do the same here in 2022? We watch it all unfold when we come back. Stick with us. Welcome back to the 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series review show, where Bryan Schmitt is looking to take the title at our final Elite Series event of the year on the Mississippi River. Not the Mississippi River so many of us know and see down south, but up north in Crosse, Wisconsin, where the bass fishing is top-notch and the tournaments are always close competition. Let's pick it up with Bryan Schmitt looking to seal the deal on the final day.
We got 2 3-somethings. Or 2 3-evens, largemouth, and a couple 2-pound smallmouth, but they've actually periodically come up blowing here. Like, oh my goodness, look over there. Look how many it is. There's largemouth and smallmouth together. We got a different wind direction and got some sun, and it's like it's ignited them on the surface. Good. I don't know how big he is, dude. Feels like a nice one. There's some big ones blowing, and if we can get 5, 3+, you know, 3+ pound fish and get 2 big ones, we'll have a shot. Kind of caught me off guard this morning. We're gonna probably make within sight of here today our home. Just feel like there's quality here, and it hasn't been just destroyed. Like, you know, not only are we getting late in the year, but oh my goodness, you got a little more current moving, a little more water coming in, rising water, it's changing. Please stay on. Dude, what? This place is getting better. Like, the fish are coming to it. There's definitely, in my opinion, a big bag sitting here from what I've seen this morning. But what's weird is the largemouth and the smallmouth are together. So I'm hoping that we'll have a shot later on today at a couple big largemouth. And if we could get a couple big ones in between, it's gonna be a good derby. Glad I threw back the other one. So glad I didn't keep that other one, bro. There's one goal right now. Oh boy. Let's get that trophy. I'm sure everybody in the top 10 is saying the same thing. It's a big fish, buddy. Please be a largemouth. It's fast. Yes! Woo! Let's go! Let's go. Let's go. Nice, it's a nice one. We're not out here fishing for points. There's the mother lode sitting there, buddy. Ain't no way. Please be a bass. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Woo! Let's go, dude. That's a nice one. It's a nice, mwah. Bro, bro, they're here, bro. I mean, it's a nice one, dude. It's a little thin. You know what I mean? Yeah, I got very fortunate to find this. All I know is we can only control what we can control. We need big fish. I gotta be 16. The smallmouth bite here really, really good. You know, and then it seems like they peter away and the largemouth show up, but I really feel like with the sun, it's positioning. Bottom line is they're getting more in position here, and feels big. It seems like just a 50-yard stretch has them. I've given them multiple presentations. They don't seem to want to bite anything but a Carolina rig. I don't know though, bro. And I don't know. It's been a very, very good day. I would love this to work out, but you never know how it's going to end up. I got to get home to my son's birthday. He's turning 8. Made all the good decisions today. It's just, is it going to be enough?
£14, 6 ounces. The final Elite Series event of 2022. And Schmitt seals the deal, becoming a 2-time Bassmaster Elite Series champion.
Yes, congratulations to Bryan Schmitt, yet another blue trophy on his mantle. Truly, he is one of the best river and grass anglers we have on tour. Well, next up, we'll see the man with season-long success in our Angler of the Year race. Brandon Palaniuk looks to shore up his second Angler of the Year trophy. We'll see how he made it happen when we come back.
I got her! I got her! Woo! I got her!
Any win on the Bassmaster Elite Series is big and can take an angler's career to new heights. It takes grit, skill, and a winning focus that few possess. To go to the next level, though, to win the Bassmaster Angler of the Year title, well, it takes a season-long level of excellence. You can't slip. You have to beat the best in the business, and you have to swing for the fences. That's exactly what we saw in 2022 in our Angler of the Year title race. An epic performance that will go down in Bassmaster history. And we'll watch it all unfold today.
Well, today kind of went as planned. Ended up weighing 26 pounds. I did not get as many bites as I was hoping for, but I got the right quality of bites early on. I have no idea how the rest of this week's gonna shake out, but thankful to get a good start. That's what you need here. The crazy part is 26 pounds doesn't even have me in the lead, but definitely a good start this week. It's pretty hard to beat Clarendon County when you got that many big bass swimming around in here, so here's to getting back out there, making day 2. I still need to catch a dirty 30. Yet catch a dirty 30 on the Elite Series. I feel like this is the week to do it. I knew coming into this week that we were gonna be forced with a bunch of changing conditions.
Oh gosh, I got him. Oh, it's not giant, but it's a good start.
The time of year, where we're at, the weather that we had, the full moon, everything was lining up for there to be changes. My game plan though after practice was that I was gonna spend a lot of my time targeting staging fish. I wasn't getting the bites. I was running around, fishing a lot of the best stuff that I had, and those fish just seemed to have disappeared. And as anglers, over time, you gain the experience and knowledge to say, like, things aren't going right. I need to adjust. I need to change. And I started getting that gut feeling, and I went to the bank, and I just, places that I had fished in practice, now there were beds where there was nothing before, just a couple days prior. And so I just started going down the bank.
I got her! I got her! Yeah! Gosh! Woo! Switched up to the adrenaline crawl. Tong! Told you she was big. Come on. Told you she was big. Look at that thing.
And if I saw one that I felt like looked right, I would stop, you know, analyze it, catch it if I could. If they didn't look right, I just kept moving. I just got to make the right moves at the right time. Zig when I need to zag, or zig when I need to zig, and zag when I need to zag. I mean, there's such a fine line, especially sight fishing. You know, the best opportunity for me to do well is that those fish pull back a little bit, or that a new group of fish pulls up to those staging areas. I saw it day one how fast it can happen. I caught 3 for 16 or 17 pounds in 15 minutes. I was averaging a pound a minute. But tomorrow, you gotta be a little bit smart because we still got points involved, right? You don't wanna drop all the way down into the 40s when you could still have a top 10. So I have to play it smart, but I also gotta try to win.
Yeah! That's another good one.
The biggest thing for me is I've made one little change. I hadn't thrown a crankbait much. I had had a few places where I'd caught them cranking earlier in practice, but my main area, I'd really mostly caught them on a jerkbait. And today I pulled out a little Rapala OG Slim, and I caught back-to-back 5.5 and a 6 1/4. And you know, that gave me a lot of confidence, kind of because I felt like I had another tool in my arsenal now. And that's something that I can switch to tomorrow. And now I've got, you know, a rotation of baits that I can fall back on to try to make something happen.
Yeah! Yeah! There's another change up. X-Zone Blitzworm. That's one of them bites we needed.
Hey everyone, just finished up weighing day number 2. Finally broke the dirty 30. I've been trying to do that for 12 years on the Elite Series. I've come so close so many times, but finally broke 30. I had 30 pounds and an ounce today. Had an absolute blast. I'm fishing a lot of different depths this week, but a crankbait has been by far the best thing for me to catch them. Whatever depth I'm at, I've got the right bait. So when I'm fishing out deeper, I caught some today on the Stormarashi Deep 25, and then another big player has been the Rapala DT16 in Big Shad. Cranking big rods, 7.5 foot Alpha Angler Meg rebounds, and 6.3 to 1 Steez A's from Daiwa. I think that speed is a big key here, being able to move that bait a little bit faster than some of the other guys that may be cranking with the typical 5 to 1 gear ratios. It could happen again tomorrow, or the big groups of fish may never show up, and I could be stuck with 10 pounds and scrambling. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go do some tackle, make sure these are all fresh and re-rigged, new hooks on them, and we've got some ground to make up to take out Lee. 5-pounder to kick off day number 3. But I do believe these baits have the potential to do it. See all these dots right there? Every one of those little dots in that circle, every one of those is bass. That group just showed up. So I stick my rod up here, line it up, make my cast. The good thing is, they're still there.
Got her. Big one. No, not a giant. Not a giant. Told you those are bass. Told you those are bass. That was like a
BP's Mega 360 school right there. So now they're pulling up on a 2D. You can see them. I saw them, look at them on live. 10 foot, they're all on the 2D. That's the problem is they follow their buddy out. They're like, hey, reconvene. They've pretty much caught the majority of my weight the last 3 days. Those two baits being a Rapala DT16 in Big Shad. You can see it's got all sorts of teeth marks on it. Caught a 6.8 and a 6.13 on that today. I got her! Look at that. That's how you want them to eat it. That's how you know you got the right color. And then the other one has been just a big flutter spoon. Not the Magnum flutter spoon, just the regular size, but super fun bite, right? Just giving those fish two different looks, right? A bait that makes them react going horizontal, and another bait that makes them react with a vertical presentation that moves up and down. So super fun. I mean, you're not just out there dragging a worm, right? These are baits that when the fish bite them, you know they got a hold of it. And caught most of my weight the last 2 days, actually all my weight the last 2 days off of two spots. And they're the two places that no one else has really been fishing. So, and just keep our fingers crossed that some 7 and 8 pounders show up instead of 5s and 6s.
Yeah. 4.7 is the longest.
4.5 pounder.
Brandon Palaniuk is working his way toward his second Bassmaster Angler of the Year title, but it's a long road to this prestigious award. The Elite Series is a 9-event gauntlet that tests our anglers all over the country in every kind of weather. And to win this title, you have to overcome all of that against the best anglers in the world. Stick with us after the break as we continue our look back on Brandon Palaniuk's championship run through 2022. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series Review Show, where we are taking a look back at our Angler of the Year winner, Brandon Palaniuk. It's a title that requires a season-long run of excellence on lakes all over the country. And Brandon Palaniuk has proven before that he has what it takes to claim this role. Let's pick it up as he continues his chase for a second Angler of the Year title.
Idling ledges, that's kind of the name of the game this week. There is a little bit of a shallow bite, but really odds are it's gonna get one offshore at Pickwick. And so I've got a bunch of different rods rigged up for a bunch of different situations, kind of depending on the depth of the school. So I've got the exact same Rapala DT16 that I had tied on at Fork when we finished second. Got that in Big Shad, and that's definitely going to get a little bit of play, but these schools seem to, like if you catch a couple, they'll kind of break up and then you got to let them get grouped back up. I mean, they're smart. It's not their first rodeo here at Pickwick offshore. So switching things up a little bit, and then like as I kind of slow things down, I go with this X-Zone Mega Swammer in Tennessee Shad, and a little trick here. Actually throw this on a Tokyo rig with a 3/4 ounce weight. So it gives it a ton of action, and having that weight lower on your swim bait allows it to stay deeper. So you can wind it super slow, speed it up, and it's gonna stay down there on the bottom. And then when the schools really slow down, and this will get some play, is gonna be a drop shot. You know, drop shot Nico rig, throwing the X-Zone, muscle back, fat finesse worm and Southern Sip. I mean, and it's not easy, but they're out there to be caught. We're gonna go get some rest and get after it tomorrow. I'm looking forward to getting back out there. I think we're probably gonna start where we finished off the day just to see, and then we'll make a transition up the lake and then run back down in the afternoon. So I tricked him. I don't think he'll even keep. No, he's kind of long. Still inside the top 10. A big key bait for me this week has been an X-Zone Mega Swammer on a VMC Tokyo rig with a 3/4 ounce VMC tungsten slider weight. And this is a really unique thing. Like this bait wasn't necessarily designed for swim baits. This one was actually designed for flipping. It's got a 4/0 heavy duty flipping hook inside of it, but it does a great job of landing those fish, right? Your hookup ratio is really high because you've got an open hook. And then the other big thing is that everything is free moving, right? So you've got essentially almost like a 3-way swivel, okay? So we've got one closed ring, we've got a barrel swivel that eliminates all the line twists, and it allows our line angle to change. And that weight below center allows you to keep this bait on the bottom. You can do a lot of things, right? Throw a jig head, you can throw a wobble head, but this is the best way I found to give your bait the most action and keep it on the bottom with the least amount of weight. Won't touch the crankbait anymore. Love it a spoon. Stay down, stay down. That's a pretty decent fish there. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Keep your mouth shut, keep your mouth shut, keep your mouth shut. Thank you. Thank you, fish.
2022 was a magical year for Brandon Palaniuk as he continued through his season toward the Angler of the Year title. 3 top 10 finishes and a century belt were just a few of the accomplishments he had in this amazing year. Stick with us after the break as we watch Brandon Palaniuk seal the deal on his second Angler of the Year title. We'll be right back.
Come here, come here. Yes, yes.
Welcome back to the 2022 Bassmaster Elite Series review show, where we are looking back on Brandon Palaniuk and his amazing run to the 2022 Bassmaster Angler of the Year title. It's a second AOY win for the Elite Series Pro from Idaho, and no doubt he'll be one to watch in the 2023 Angler of the Year race. Let's pick it up as he looks to finish off his championship run.
What's up, everyone? We have finished our last 3 days of practice for the 2022 season. Tomorrow kicks off the final 4 days of this season. We're still leading the points, and that's about all I know. I don't know by how much. I have not looked. I'm not gonna look. We're gonna leave it at that and see what we can do this week. It's amazing how hard it is to get this close to winning, and it comes down to 4 days of catching bass. Hopefully 4 days. If we make all 4 days, then it'd be really good. If we fish 4 days this week and we get beat, then someone earned it. But man, it's not gonna be an easy one. We're gonna have to grind it out this week and just see what happens. Stay tuned, because it's gonna be interesting. We got 3 in the box, one decent one, not a big one, but. Oh, oh, look at him. Got him, I got him. I got him. Yeah, yeah, figure 8 that sucker. Boom. Do you see that? Yes. One of the coolest bites I've had all year long. The fact that that fish actually bit next to the boat, and the fact that I didn't jerk it out of its mouth when it ate it, just like worked out amazingly. So we're gonna start in the same area tomorrow and do those same things, and just hope that things continue to fall into place the way that they're supposed to. And hopefully the way it's supposed to ends with us holding a trophy at the end of this. But I just can't be like looking at the leaderboard. I don't know what the point gap is, so it doesn't do me any good to look at the leaderboard. And even if I did know, it doesn't change the way I'm gonna fish tomorrow. Like, I don't have some place I've been saving that I can go catch 15, 16 pounds off of tomorrow. If I catch 15 pounds, it's just gonna happen doing the things that we did today. And I feel like it could happen, but it's just a matter of how many of those 3+ pounders bite, right? Do we have 12? Do we have 13, 14, 15? Just gonna have to go out there and grind away tomorrow.
Stay on there. Stay on there. Stay on there. Get in here.
Today was a struggle, but we made it. We made it through. We made the cut. Went and got our cut ice cream with my family, and got tackle rigged up and ready. It's late. It's dark. It's raining, and we have one more day. One more day to finish out an epic season, and it's, I don't know how tight it is. I still haven't looked at points. I'm not going to, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow we'll decide who wins AOY this year, and we're just gonna have to go out and do our part. I'm gonna change things up a little bit. I'm gonna gamble a little bit in the morning and just go out swinging. I don't want to have any regrets. I don't want to second guess anything. I'm just going to go for it.
I don't know what to expect right now. I feel like we should have it. That's what I feel like.
What would it mean to win?
I'll cry like a baby when I get up there if I win.
Today, 15 pounds and an ounce, and officially makes him Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
Before the first tournament of the year, I'm gonna try to say this without choking up. I slapped an Aaron Martin sticker on my windshield. And there were a lot of times it got really tough this year. And I would turn around and I'd look at that sticker. And it helped every time. Every time it got tough. This whole week I would slap that sticker, or I'd give him Nux to say thank you for everything he's done. Oh, God. Thank you guys for showing up. We're just a bunch of guys fishing for our own money. Without all of you guys watching on Bassmaster.com, with all of you guys that showed up, without the fans, we're not a sport. So thank you guys. The reason I came back to stand on this stage was because of you guys. So this one is just as much for you guys as it is for me and my family and my sponsors. So thank you.
And becomes the 2022 Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year, Brandon Palaniuk. 199 days ago, this season started, and now there is one. That one is a two-time Progressive Bassmaster Angler of the Year.
What a phenomenal year for Brandon Palaniuk, becoming just the 12th angler to have multiple Angler of the Year titles. He closed out the year with some close calls, but in the end, won by a safe margin. Your 2002 Progressive Angler of the Year winner, Brandon Palaniuk. And that is all for us. The new season is on the way, but we're going to wrap it up for right now, and we hope to see you next time.